Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Risk of Rain 2. Now I know this is the first episode, I know I talked about a bunch of stuff. I've been thinking and rethinking and figuring out, okay, how do I want to make this work? Well, we're going to go ahead and play some Risk of Rain. I've been practicing a lot, I've been trying to get better at the game, so that way it's like good content and all that stuff. The idea is this, I'm going to go ahead and play the characters I want to play, unless if there's requests in the comments, at which point, like, you know, I'll play those. And then, yeah, we'll try to at least obliterate. If we get a really good run, we'll see about how far it takes for us to get to the point where we can defeat Mithrix. And then, yeah. So, that's the basic gist of it. Now, Risk of Rain 2 is one of those games where timing was important. Was important. And I say was because I thought it was actually vital. Well, it turns out I was wrong. You know what, actually? It turns out I was wrong. Timing's not actually all as important as it was in the first game. Risk of Rain 1, timing was thoroughly the most important thing on the planet. If you were not fast enough, you died. That was the end of that particular story. Risk of Rain 2, I did some lurking around different Twitches and stuff like that, and I ended up bouncing into the stream of one Biznap, one of the best Isaac players ever, you know, conceived of by, you know, man, woman, and machine. But, like, more importantly, you know, just a really good roguelike player and a really, you know, nice, like it seems like a really nice guy, at least from the initial streams I saw. I recognize it was name recognition that kind of got me there in the first place, because Northern Lion has talked about Biznap before. Anyway, long story short, watched the stream, asked him a couple questions, and it turns out that it's like, hey, here's some tips. One, timing does not nearly matter. If you think if you want to go ahead and open up every chest on the level, you do just that. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds dope. Thanks for letting me know. So we're actually going to go ahead and take our time with this run. Ooh, an early recycler, no less. Game. Really kind of trying to push me towards something that works, huh? Okay, go ahead and shoot this dude. So timing's not as important, because to a certain degree, you know, like you'll always be able to afford the chests in the same number of bad guys. And if you're relatively as powerful as you would be, then like, based off of getting like a certain number of items or whatever, then it's better to get the items, because there's like more chances for synergies and all that kind of stuff. At least that's the way I've been. My experimentation with Biznap's advice has gone. It's come to a point now where I'm like, you know what? I think I just agree. I'm gonna reroll that, see if we get lucky. Leeching Seed was a good reroll, I think, overall. I like Red Whip. Okay, Red Whip is a really good item, but I do think at this stage I'm looking for something a bit more. Let's go ahead and bounce up here and see if there's anything else. Let's take a look over there. There's an open chest, barrel. There's not much on this level. We might just be leaving this nice and early in order to just pick up an easy leave, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, if there's not a lot of chests on a level, then yeah, sure, you go fast as you need to. But, yeah, we're gonna hold on to our use item. I don't need to spend money on that, so let's not. Open this sucker up. We get Wax Quail. I'd like to re-roll that one, actually, because if we can get something like a ukulele nice and early, that'd be thrilling. Never mind, I picked it up instead of doing what I wanted to do. My bad. It's fine. It happens. The good news is we got another thing here, and we'll be. And Wax Quail is again just not bad. It's totally fine. It's an excellent little item. I love it to pieces. I don't mind having it. Is it as good as Red Whip? Probably better, honestly. But let's see what we do here. Whoa! Red item and his Death Plant. I'll re-roll that into a better item for us right now. Death Plant's not bad. The more kills you get, the more Death Plants drop, and it works particularly well with certain use items. There's like a Voodoo Doll item, which I really love. I ended up having like a god level run with it yesterday, but it does require that level of use item to really make it work. And without that god level, without that use item to really make it kick, you know, the Death Plant tends to be a little bit more of a niche red item. So if I've got the ability to re-roll a red item, and it's not like a terrible idea, I'll give it a shot. Okay, Goat Hoof is totally fine. I'm very happy with it. Thank you very much. I think that's it. Like, I think I've seen everything I need to see on this level, really. There might be another item wrapped around the side here. No, I mean, there's a healing drone. I'll pick up the healing drone. Healing drones are good. I think they're totally fine. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, geez. Okay, just right before you hit the water. There you go. Perfect. We take next to no damage as a result. That's important to keep in mind. Now, what we got here? Wandering Vagrant. Nice and early. That's okay. It's not my ideal boss, but if it drops its yellow item, I'll be quite pleased. If it drops a green item I don't want, I'm prepared. I got a recycler. Now, the only downside here is we don't exactly have a whole ton going for us in terms of offensive output. The good news is that it's early game and it hardly matters. Eventually, we'll get there. We have a ton of defense thanks to the antlers and everything else going on. So just keep bouncing around, tossing out glaives, doing your thing. Kill off the fire elites when they show up. Now, there's lots of ways to hide from the Wandering Vagrant and its ridiculous nonsense. Oh, that was a bit of a hurt. That's fine. Mostly just this rock. Cool. Alright, you gave me Gorst Home. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that one, because it doesn't really help us all that much. And Infusion, on the other hand, is a totally solid pickup. Even if it's only a even if it's like a boost that you kind of have to work for, it's still a good boost that you have to work for, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Solid little start. Like, it's a good run. And we're out of here in 6 minutes, which is, like, you know, pretty good if we're taking our time, which we are. There's no beating around the bush. We took our time. So, yeah, let's move on. I see Crowbar. Crowbar is excellent on Huntress. Like, getting a couple ranks in it really helps to make sure her glaive does the damage it needs to for, like, now until the rest of time. So let's go for it. All the gambling chests are making me a bit nervous. I won't lie to you there. The gambling chests make me nervous, and the reason why is because they tend to be a big waste of time and money. Wow, who knew? But yeah, the reason why Crowbar is so good is because if you manage to toss a glaive out on like a really healthy wisp, then it just keeps that increased damage, I think, for the rest of the bounces, which means that the glaive just does way more off of one crowbar even. So yeah, you know, crowbars, they're good. There's a reason why one of the achievements for her is just have like 50 crowbars or whatever it is. 10? It's actually 10. It's not 50. If they asked you to have 50 crowbars, that'd be a bit much. Like, I have yet to have 50 stacks of any item in this game in my life. So, okay, well, there goes an elite kill that we could never have picked up because it's a jellyfish, and jellyfish hate my life. Never mind, we kill the jellyfish. We're fine. And then we're gonna kill him. Cool, lots of money. I'll take it. Let's make lots of money. I don't mind the can here. The can is fine. The extra movement speed is good. If I don't have to use my reroll, I'd like not to. Okay. We're gonna bounce over this way. Largely, Yakuas. I can. Maybe I don't tap that on my way over. But there is a. Wasn't there a? Bandelier's fine. Oh, it's down there. Balls. I was like, wasn't there a terminal someplace here with like 3 items that I could choose from? And then the game was all like, yeah, there was, but you forgot where it was, you idiot. So, we're not going to tell you where it is, because that's not this kind of game. Keep shooting the golem, get a little bit of money. We're at 8 minutes. It is what it is. I'm just not going to worry about the clock too much. Like, it exists. It tells me, you know, roughly how much time I've got left before the end of my life. But if you're going to give me access to a crowbar nice and early, I'll take it. Now, one of the reasons why I did super well on a run last night... Oh, hello. Oh, and a scrapper nice and early. Do I want to scrap anything? No, I've pretty much gotten all the items I want to. That's kind of the benefit of recyclers. I don't need to scrap anything. One of the things that I got very lucky with last night was that I got like a really early, like 5 crit glasses. So effectively 5 items that were like, here, this is 10% increase of your crit chance. That means I had a 50% crit chance. That was solid. Ooh, yeah, let's give it a shot. It meant that my offense was pretty much handled from the get-go, which is, you know, rare. It doesn't happen every time. Nice. Oh, another healing drum. Thanks. I'll take it. But in this run right now, that's not the case. You know, we're in a situation where, like, we are currently kind of scrambling for damage items. We have good defense, but very little offense, really. And that's not a place where you want to be. I'll take the Soldier Syringe, as that fixes the exact problem I was just talking about. Please let me up. Please let me up. Thank you. Game. So what's this item over here? Is that Leeching Seed? I should probably just middle click. Leeching Seed is fine. I don't really want to max it out too much right now. I could scrap the... You know what? I could scrap the wax quail and make it happen. You know, let's go for it. Let's go for it, because that's 4 HP per hit now, and that would be a big difference in the amount of HP that we're getting. Yeah, we'll scrap for it. We'll scrap for it. We'll also tap this on our way over. Nothing. Okay. Surprise, surprise, everybody. Turns out that the random chance shrine does not do anything unless if you are exceptionally lucky, which, I'm not. Okay, so scrapper over here. Yes, it slows us down a little bit by not having the wax quail anymore, but I think that having the second leeching seed here is a good plan. Okay, item scraps. Green. Whoa. Toss that out there. Decent damage. Don't need to do anything else. Perfect. Okay, move along. There's another chest over here. Open that up, because that's a sucker I did not see. Runald's Band is huge. That is a damage increasing item that we definitely wanted. Okay. Now to get this leeching seed, and then to hit the teleporter, survive the challenge of the mountain that we've given to ourselves, and then get the heck out. Not a guarantee, I'll have you know. Excuse me, why aren't you all dead? Okay. Now we haven't used this recycler a hell of a lot, but we have managed to do some stuff with it, so I'll take it. Okay, 2 Wandering Vagrants is not where we wanted to be. 3 Wandering Vagrants is definitely not where we want to be. Small problem, everybody. We need to focus fire on one of these Wandering Vagrants. So we kind of need to pick one. Problem, there's also a million golems. And they are a huge problem. And the Wandering Vagrants are kind of protecting them in their weird tentacles. Not where you want to be. So I'm going to go over here, actually. I'm going to focus on this guy. Yeah, and then rub my nose. I'm going to focus on this guy because it offers us a lot of protection over this way. We can stay safe from the golems as well. You can hide behind this rock and keep us safe from the actual vagrant itself. Cool. That's one vagrant down. And then just a bajillion golems and everything else to go. This is horrifying. I don't know. I'm not sure why I went for this challenge of the mountain, if I'm being honest. But if we can survive this, that'd be a big win. And killing a couple of elite jellyfish goes a long way to helping with that, actually. Why? Because jellyfish do a lot of damage. Oh, so do all you. But look at Leeching Seed just actually go. Okay, cool. Okay, we've already got the teleport up to 99%, so we don't need to stay inside the teleporter anymore. Just keep shooting and getting safe whenever you need to. Like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Easy safety. Easy safety. Okay, use your arrows to shoot that guy to death. And now for the last of the vagrants. There were 3. We are healing for 4 every time we get a hit. Use a Leeching Seed and the healing rack doubling. So I'm really glad that we got those rerolls when we did. Like that's been super helpful. Hello, Wandering Vagrant. If you could just please actually die though. Like you're taking forever. 13 minutes. This is quite slow. No lie. Cool. 2 rose bucklers. I don't need 2. I'll take a 1 rose buckler and a shield though every day of the week. Okay, solid. We're 14 minutes in. But we do have a reasonably strong run. It's just we need more like damage items, like more chests that we can actually open would be good. Game if you could give them, because we've been like, whoa, okay, because we've been like scrounging around for these chests at this point. It's not like we've been finding a whole lot of them immediately or anything. We are still powerful though. Like look at that, look at that, look at that. We got what we need to really do some killing, at least. Please. Thank you. Okay, so 124. Probably not enough to open a chest. Yeah, we need 138 to open up a chest. But, like, again, it's not a big deal. There we go. Because in this game, time does not matter, apparently. Immediately reroll. Crowbar is fine. Toss that out there. Easy 2 kills. Perfect. Hello! How's it going, my angry MP friend? Cool. And he's dead. We got another thing over here. Barrels always make me happy. Barrels are fun because you just open them up. It's like, oh, free money. But then later on, when you got access to, like, fireworks and all this other stuff, in order to help, like, you know, when you open chests, this happens. It's a good feeling, dude. Okay, so now we're going to wrap around here. Oh, we don't need to do that, actually. We can just... Yeah, there we go. So there's ways to kind of get some shortcuts on this level, which is handy. And necessary, actually, I find. Absolutely necessary, I might add. Please. Thank you. Without those shortcuts, your run kind of tends to die. Speaking of our run dying, this is not picking up super fast. This is a very slow burn of a run to start things off. Okay, Topaz Brooch. We don't have the right run to make it work, so let's go ahead and toss this out there, and I'll re-roll that one because it's not my favorite, and we'll take the Monster Tooth because at least on a kill, we're getting something we want. One equipment. Adorable. We don't want that because our equipment is currently something that we need to use when we need to, not something that needs to be used on command. Open this sucker. Warhorn is going to be better once we've got access to something other than Recycler for our use item. The time is not now, but maybe later. You know, I'll go ahead and invest in a Warhorn now to potentially get something really cool out of it later. Okay, stun is not good. I will happily re-roll that later. Why is stun not good? Well, the majority of my run right now is focused around this idea that I need to... Oh, jeez. The majority of the idea of my run right now is focused on this, on like just really hard-hitting ultimate being used because Bandolier allows me to do it on a very frequent basis. It has nothing to do with the amount of attacks I'm dishing out. I'm not even got like arrow rain to really kind of make it proc on a semi-regular basis. So reroll. War Banner's not where we want it either. Okay, cool. So it's fine. We'll probably scrap it when you get the first chance to. But like for now, it's still not an unhelpful item. It's just not the item we were looking for. We can afford to be picky with our items, is my point. Okay. Okay. Hello, Beetle. You're dead now. Another crowbar. Look, the crowbars are helpful. I'm really appreciative. I would like, maybe, one of those to be crit glasses at some point in my future. Please and thank you. I would trade a good chunk of my current common item loadout just to get a couple of commoner items. Like a couple of items that I actually really want. I wouldn't say need, but definitely want. 100%. Okay, hit this. What we got here? Crowbar. Re-roll it. At this point, we re-roll the crowbar. Okay. Run's a little spooky. Run's a little spooky. We gotta play this relatively safe. Now, if we're lucky, we pick up Shatter Spleen here and like turn this run on its head. If we're unlucky, we recycle it and turn it into something. Hopefully, we turn whatever bad item it is into hopefully something a little bit more useful. And at that point, at least we get 2 tries at it, which is better than the 0 tries you would normally get in a situation like this. Again, run's fine, more or less, but it is requiring some degree of actual like skill to pilot at this point, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because I am not a very skilled man at this game. Thank goodness for Leeching Seed and Healing Drones, though, eh? 74%, we're nowhere near clearing this boss, huh? Okay, so every one of my ultimates has to go into the boss. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up at all. Every time this game gives me the option. And War Banners, honestly, is kind of pulling its weight a little bit, which is nice. Oh, baby. There we go. Did my drone just block those shots? I'm upset. I'm sitting here like going, okay, hold on. I need to concentrate here because this run's like really a bit of a killed one at the moment. Like, we have no real killing power, though we have plenty of defense. And as a result, you kind of need to focus because you need to put the attacks where they matter most. And if you don't, like, it takes 15 years. Come on, Imp Overlord. Baby. And the overloading beetles over here just will not die because I can't deal them enough damage on a consistent basis to avoid their shields from recharging. Cool. What we get? Immediate reroll into Hoopoe Feather. You know, just not where you want to be. Like, we can handle them, but our DPS is so low right now, and I've got a recycler. Like, I've been aiming for DPS items. Where are these things? So we got a fuel cell there. It'd be cuter if we had a better item to make use of it. Killing this boy here would really speed up our farm, so I'm going to go ahead and take the time to do that. Problem. The glaive didn't bounce the way that I didn't bounce at all. When I heard the jellyfish, I was like, okay, that's going to bounce. It did not. That's some very complicated dodging right there. And I didn't even manage to dodge it all properly. Okay, so decent amount of farm there. This is good. There's a Wandering Vagrant alive and well. Not where you want to be. What do you mean? I saw fireballs launching all over the place. There's no one near that guy in order to have the glaive bounce? Game, please. Game, please. Game. For the love of everything, game, please. Okay, now just a Wandering Vagrant. But we're going to go ahead and let that one slide. So remember, these two green items were not thrilling immediately. Okay, that one's pretty good. I'll take that one. I don't need to recycle that one. A scrapper, you say? Interesting. Hit up those two. Ukulele's big. Re-rolling the crowbar into anything else, I think, is kind of important. So the ukulele is a big get for us. It's one of those items that tends to make a run immediately feel a little bit better because the ability to just like have the zaps go out and apply extra like dots or chances to like get missiles up and running and stuff like that. It's just a really good item. Okay, a fireworks sprinter is not what we're looking for. And ideally, I'd like to get rid of this Vagrant so I don't have to constantly worry about it all the time. So something's on fire. Oh, you're on fire down here. Ah, lame. Okay, just don't get killed by this guy. That's all that matters, really. Use the glaive when there's the energy ball out there and suddenly everything dies. It's good news. Cool. Now don't die to this. Hide behind this, maybe? It worked. What a time to be alive. Doesn't always work, but when it does, I'm thrilled to see it. Okay. I can't believe you got an HP bonus right when I was about to kill you. Okay, so the good news is, you know, we killed the Wandering Vagrant. That's not a problem anymore. The bad news is, we're still very slow. Missile launcher! Big get! Big get! Okay, hand me this thing immediately, please and thank you. Because this, coupled with the ukulele, is going to make our run look a lot better all at once. And, like, these are the items I wish I had a little bit earlier, if I'm being completely honest. 24 minutes in. Bit of a yikes. Okay, now, we also want to look for where the red chest is, because we are opening them. Now that I'm trying to experiment with the idea that time does not matter, in this game as much as you'd think it does, which I thought it mattered a lot more. I would like to go ahead and farm for that red chest, please. So what we got up here? It is a green item printer for the squid item, which I am not a fan of, if I'm being completely honest with you. Why? Because it turns out that the squid doesn't do all that much. I don't see any mushrooms up there. Let's bounce up here and see if that's still the case. Bounce. Okay, nothing up here. This is one of the places where where the red chest likes to spawn. I don't see any mushrooms up there, so it's not up there. So where are the shrooms? Find the shrooms and you'll find the chests. There they are. Alright, how much money is this crazy thing? 3,800. Uh-huh. Okay. Fair. Fair. Let's just not hit any challenge of the mountains and then farm this one up, okay? Because red items tend to be powerful enough as to define a run. I'm not sure if I've told you that before. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but these red antlers have kind of made our run, like, good. It's managed. So I'll save my money and make that happen. Jeez, what's the vertical damage range on these crazy fungus spore things? Okay, keep zapping. Okay, at this point we need to get kills in order to get the farm we need. So like, go hog wild. Do what you need to do. Put out the damage against these funguses. Oh my lord, and now they're healing in an area of effects. It's like dealing with an engineer in a PvP situation, which does not exist in this game, I might add. Like, I'm doing damage? But am I really? These guys need a longer cooldown on that thing. Holy cow. Could also use some backup mags, actually. Game. If you're in the mood to make me a happier man. If you're in the market to make me a dude who actually wants to play you some more, game, give me something to work with. Also, the shrooms, they just don't stop. And yet this one really should. Cool. One of them's dead, which means I can actually try to kill the other one now. Like, that is how uncrazy believably tanky these suckers are. Thank you. Holy cow. That took forever to just kill those two. Now we're only 500 off of actually getting this chest open now, which is a good start. But you might have noticed. Still another 500 gold. It's going to take a second. Okay, what we got in here? Okay, not the thingy I was looking for. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and immediately scrap the war banner while I can here. Is there anything else I want to scrap while we're here? Probably the war horn too, honestly, if I'm being completely frank with myself. It's not helping us when we need it to. We don't have that kind of run. Not yet, anyway. And it's sort of an investment in the future, but it's a better investment of the future if I just remove it now. So we're going to go ahead, remove it. Is there anything else that I want to be extremely critical of right now? No. I think the run's actually fine otherwise. Let's go ahead and check out, see what's in this red chest now, please. Hello. And what do you have, sir? Yeah, no need to reroll that. That's good. Okay, explosive bullets. I like it. Everybody does. Now, there's a couple places I'd like to gamble if at all possible, but these explosive bullets make a big difference. They do a heck ton more damage all on their own. Reroll that. Okay, fireworks are fine. They do a heck ton more damage all on their own. But then on top of that... Do we go to the shop? I think we can. Where's the exit again? Like, now it's like, okay, now that I've gotten everything I want, Where do I get out of here now? Small problem. I seem to have misplaced my my exit pass. Gasoline. Gasoline is fine. I will pick it up. Why? I mean, on-kill fire damage is not bad. Boy, it's not stellar either. Cautious Slug is fine. We don't have it yet, so I'll happily pick it up. Then fireworks again. You know what? No. I'll re-roll that in a minute. So this is the 4th boss in a row, I think, that's been Vagrants. Is that accurate? No. We have the Imp Overlord on level 3, but it is the 3rd Wandering Vagrants fight we'd had in this run, which is a lot of them. If I'm being completely honest, it's a lot of Wandering Vagrants. Now, the good news is we actually have damage now. Holy cow. Holy Christmas Carnival, Batman. That is way too many baddies in one spot for me to... Oh, no. Oh, by the skin of my teeth. Look, that was way too many baddies to have, like, immediately on me while I'm hiding behind a rock. It was too much. Now, Infusion's great and all, but I'm starting to get tired of picking up nothing but defensive items, and Gore's Tome is going to at least help us farm faster in the next level, so that's fine, I guess. But you'll notice, get a little crazy. Maybe a different use item might be better at this point. Crowdfunder. Cute. It's good. I like it. We make enough money now with Gore's Tome that we could potentially support it. Especially during a boss fight situation. It'd be really, really handy to like kill all the bosses really fast. Do I pick it up, though? Okay, bleed damage is not crit. And I'm not sure if you've noticed. I'd very much like to have more crit, so I'm going to re-roll it. We got Moss Tooth instead. Now, the re-rolling has not been helping us as much as I'd like. So we're going to go ahead and swap this out now for the Crowdfunder, and we're going to see what we can find in the Void. But we do not have a run that's capable of going to the secret level there. That's fine. Not yet, anyway. We don't have enough repulsor plates, we don't have enough fresh meat, we don't have enough on-kill gain HP stuff to make me relatively happy down there. Spinal Tonic, hilarious. None of that immediately speaks to me, and we've got all those as ready. So a bit of a waste of a lunar coin, sadly. But it is what it is. We've got... It's 31 minutes in. I would normally like to be finished the second level of the first loop with my usual timings. But with this run, we wouldn't even made it this far. Like, I think with some runs, you can speed it, right? Easily. But, like, in this case, no. This run has required my attention. Okay, open up barrels whenever you see them. You hunt for barrels early, while the game decides to start populating. You know what I mean? Okay, look at that, dollar dues. Open up this sucker. Leeching Seed. I still think the Crowdfunder was a good pick here, but at the same time, I'm beginning to regret not having the ability to reroll some of this stuff. So currently we're getting 6 HP back per hit, which is like a lot. Credit where credit's due. It's nice. We got 2 tougher times. It's okay. And that's a fire parent elite. Yeah, okay. See, this is where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to take all the time in the world to do all this stuff. Maybe I'd rather go faster to avoid situations like where I'm going up against the fire elite on this floor. But, you know what? I could just be wrong. Maybe you would just go up against the fire elite regardless of what happened to you. Know what I mean? Okay, there's like a million bell people. Shoot. So at least we have the Brilliant Behemoth. It's kind of keeping our run afloat. So there's that going for us. Okay, what's inside this chest? It's a Chrono Ball. Okay, so the good news is now I don't have to worry about like actually re-rolling any of this stuff. So like the entire process of picking up items is just open up chest and pick up item. It doesn't matter what it is anymore. And that makes me happy. It's the little things in life. Okay, now over here, we got access to Leeching Seed and more ukulele. I'm going to take the second ukulele at this point. Reason being, ukulele is actually very powerful in the right situation. Oof. Big no bet on me, dog. Ukulele is very powerful in the right situation, and especially when you can go ahead and give it more targets to hit. That's a good time. Oh, good. A third fuel cell. A use item worth using a fuel cell on would be Stellar, since Crowdfunder literally doesn't help with that at all. Now, it's not like Crowdfunder's bad. Crowdfunder's quite good. It's just my life for a use item I actually want. Oh, crit goggles! We finally got one. Okay, that's a big get. Letting ukulele do its thing occasionally. Enough to get started down the road of redemption. This run is capable of redeeming itself now, and I'm very pleased to say that. Where is more items? There we go. Because you still need those synergies to really make these runs pop, so the more items you have, the better. Okay, up here we've got Red Whip, and Fuel Cell. You know what? Red Whip. I like Fuel Cell just fine, but we've got enough fuel cells to make most builds that actually use fuel cells, like, aggressively, work. Oh, jeez. Right on top of my glasses. Highly rude. Okay, my life for HP, please. Got hit by wisps. Very angry electric wisps. This parent is being an actual bum. Alright, so now that he's dead, I can actually open up the chest now without dying horribly for it. Oh, good. It's a monster tooth. I'll take it. Because I really don't have an option. It's not like I got much of a choice. We have a bajillion dollars. We can spend on whatever we want, pretty much. Topaz brooches are fine. And there's probably a scrapper somewhere on here. The Topaz brooch isn't bad. In fact, I will hold on to it probably, but at this point, it's getting a little bit ridiculous. We have a bunch of items that I'm like, I wish I could trade you. And then we just don't have any trading situations popping up yet either that are really worthwhile. It's a tough run. It's a tough situation for me, I think. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit this. And then I'll explore the rest of the level in a minute. We're going to go for this boss, who happens to be Magma Freaking Worm. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and just try to guess when the floor happens. Okay, good. I guessed correctly. Now I'm on the wrong side of history, sadly. Yikes, my HP. That's the power of wisps, baby. Or these metal bell people. I'm going to have to take a guess as to which one it is, but they're both terrible for us. And there really are a lot of them, actually. Even with 3 leeching seeds, we're taking quite a lot of damage here. Okay. Crowdfunder has done his job. We got another fuel cell. Look, if I can find actually a different use item at this point, please. I will look around this level for a use item that can allow me to actually use this fuel cell, because there are a great many of them that I can think of off the top of my head that if I ever find a Just for the Drown to go along with it, we will be able to actually just wreck all the faces on the planet. It won't even be funny. Like, this run could turn on a dime. If I pick up, like, say, the Voodoo Doll or something. It's not amazing right yet, but, like, Voodoo Doll is one of those items that just, it really kicks in a lot harder than you think it does once you pick up, like, 3 or 4 of those Topaz brooches. We have the Gore's Tome to really kind of make it sing in terms of, like, farming. We have the Just the Drown to just kind of toss things out consistently. It'd be pretty sick, too. Okay, so we're not going to go through the teleporter yet. Although we're at 40 minutes now, and we have explored the majority of the level. I am going to take a minute to just... You sit right there. Let me take you about the time that I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. I'm going to actually just run around the level and just see if there's anything else. I did see a use item terminal earlier. I remember that, but I remember that the items were also not great, sadly. Like, not worth giving up crowdfunder for, is my deal here. Okay, yeah, that's the 4th firework now? Game, please. 4th firework, 1 pair of glasses? Game is trolling at this point. Okay, the repulsor plate here is neat, but it's a little late to be calling it a great time. Ow, my shins. My shins are paying for my sins here. Open up the sucker. Hello. It's more fireworks? Game. Really? How many of these do I have? 5 fireworks. Okay, every time I open up a barrel in the next few levels, I better kill like 15 bad guys all at once. Like, it better be stellar. And if this is just for the drowned, we cannot pick it up, sadly. Corpse bloom. I think it works. Like, now that since we have the healing rack, I think it works. I'm not sure whether or not you need 2 healing racks to make it work, or just the 1. But Corpse Bloom is one of those items that, like, if you can get the right situation, it actually does help a lot. And, like, look at the amount of healing we're doing, actually. That was quite a lot of healing. I'll take it. I'll take it. So now, different use item, please. Titanic Plains, good place to be. I like the Titanic Plains. Now we're 40 minutes in. High chance of vagrants and all this other stuff, and all the other stuff we don't like in our lives, just kind of coming in and killing us. We can kill most of the stuff here. I'm not worried about that. I am a little worried about the Malachite guy, though. You know what? Have some crowdfunder, sir. It's working. Perfect. And that was worth the investment. Okay, let's go ahead and open up some chests. Since we have so many fireworks, I fully expect this to actually do some real damage every time we open up a chest, which will effectively allow us to double up on stuff. Meteors. That's a spicy item. I'd be tempted to, if it weren't for the fact that I'd probably die horribly trying to make it work. Oh, geez. You're a jellyfish, huh? Cool. There's also fire golems and everything else. Oh my. Open up this sucker. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Just don't get hit by the fire golems. In fact, spend some time with the crowdfunder on them. Oh, good timing on that dodge. Extremely good timing on that dodge. I might be a god. Okay, that time not so much, but at least they didn't get hurt. Okay. Crit glasses printer. Oh, that's a big get. So I know I can use one of these already. Now, how hard do I want to go in on this? I got a 40% crit rate already, which is, like, solid, but that could be a lot higher. So why don't we go for it? Got rid of a firework. Absolutely thrilled to see that. I was going to scrap those if I could give myself a chance. Another firework. Oh, no. 6, 7. There goes my bleed chance, but I'm not too worried about it. With the exception of crowdfunder, I wasn't attacking fast enough for it to matter. 8, 9. Goat hoof is a problem. Goat hoof I maybe didn't want to lose, but like we'll find another one. And 10. Okay, cool. We now have 100% crit rate. That is exactly the kind of thing that I needed to keep this run kind of really kicking off. So, thrilling, absolutely thrilling. We now do double damage at all times. Problem. We are malachited. Upside, we are now alive again. Okay. A little scary. A little scary. The Lemurians saw us and then just immediately fireballed us, and we nearly died there. We were within 15 HP of our mortal coil being shuffled. Right off. lots of money. We're doing well. We're a little on the slow side, but we can pick up on that. We got our crowdfunder is like extremely strong. Yeah, runs fine, but we do need to be careful. Let's pick up the sticky bomb at this point because that thing's going to crit now as well. Big chest down here. Open up this sucker. And stealth suit. I'm not mad with stealth suit. It's fine. We'll take a look upstairs, see if there's anything else extra that I missed, but I somehow doubt it. When in doubt, hide behind the other Vanguard. Okay, turn off that. We don't need to waste all that time, so let's not. Hello, Stone Titan the second out of 3, I think? There must be 3 of you. Okay, yep. There's one more somewhere. Oh, he's down over there. I'm surprised he didn't have the chance. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't kill me earlier, to be honest. Okay. Nice smashing. Run works. If you ever doubted crowdfunder, now I would like you to go ahead and just report your sins. This run is won by crowdfunder alone if we win this at all. Crowdfunder and a 3D printer, to be fair. Okay, Fire Crab, you haunt my nightmares. You will haunt them no longer. This might be a 45-minute long run. But I'll have you know that the run works. That's the big thing here. As far as I'm concerned, the run currently works. It's come together. And I'll be honest, I'm not even thinking it was that hard. This has honestly felt pretty good. Okay, we got our bleed dagger back. Got a sticky bomb? Yeah, like this run's fine. We're taking our time. It's not biting us in the ass completely. Now the only thing we really need to kind of kick this thing into high gear is like Gesture the Drown and then Spinal Tonic. And then like watch what happens, you know? What's that combo do, you might be asking? Well, literally it turns us into a god. Cool, he's dead. It's 1,000 to open up, so's that. Oh, it's a lot of money. Remember the last time we were here? We're like, where are our items? Now, we got 10 crit glasses. We're fine. Now we don't even need crit glasses. Okay, so let's keep scouting, see what we can find. Currently, run, or level, sorry, shows a variety of things. There's lots of actual chests on the level, which is a good start. And I think that this is definitely a run that obliterates. Like, we might not be able to tackle Mithrix, but we will be able to do a pretty good job of getting to the end of the next level and being okay for it. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going to go ahead and just blow this up as best as we can. And there's a Wandering Vagrant, which is going to kind of dominate our attention for the next couple of seconds. Can we burst it? We can. Okay, cool. Absolutely worth the investment of money to make that happen. You know, so are you, dude. Killing off the only thing that actually just negates any advantage we have on this run right now would be pretty solid. So, out of these items, I'll take the boss damage. Boss damage! And why? We don't have it yet. 20% damage increase on bosses? Absolutely solid. Okay, invest some money into this guy as well. Now that you're making thousands of dollars a kill now, it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. Or hundreds of dollars a kill now, it's just like, yeah, sure, dude. I'll crowdfund or whatever. Just remember to turn it off, that's the main deal. Okay, desk lamp. Sorry, desk plant. The desk plant is fine. We're killing so many things now on a fairly frequent basis that, like, actually it works really, really well. I'm glad we re-rolled the first one, but now it's like, okay, cool. Now as long as we're getting kills, we're pleased as punch. Okay, movement speed increase is good. We were kind of looking for something along those lines. Ever since we threw away our goat hoof, it's been rough. You know, we've been sitting here wondering how long would it take to get across town now that we don't have access to our strange goat-like legs. Another red item, you say, huh? And a good one! Hey, resonance disc. That's a very good one. Mind you, I think I shot something I should not have. Okay, let's get out of here. We spent enough time on this level for me to be happy. Beetle Queens, huh? Just don't get shotgunned. You should be okay. If you can burst one of these down before they start spitting, maybe even two? Oh, big get, big get, big get. We're halfway through. Holy cow, crowdfunder. You might not be good in the very early game, but you're real good now. So the war, sadly, the war horn does not work with the item, with our use item the way we'd like it to. Right? Like that's just the downside, is that we cannot activate war horn at all with this item. It's one of my everlasting failures as a gamer, is that I always believed that it was possible when I was growing up. And now, not so much. Okay, hit that with the use item. Oh, baby. We could absolutely spam this a whole lot. Do I like it better than Crowdfunder? It's a tough call, because although it's got an extremely short cooldown right now, if we could pick it up with just the Drowned, I'll be like, yeah, dude. The amount of attack speed we get out of this actually just makes our run thrillingly strong by comparison to where it was. Crowdfunder, though, was real good. It's a tough call. I think Crowdfunder is better. Because of the fact that it just does so much damage to the money we've got rolling around. But if we can find, like, just the Drown plus some other stuff, the missile launcher would be better. The problem is that, like, the run ends next level. I don't think this goes on for... Like, we're obliterating, okay? That's the idea. We're going to go to obliteration. It's already been a very long episode. Y'all are probably exhausted trying to listen to all this. I'm exhausted trying to talk. I've recorded Monster Train. I recorded all this other great stuff. From here on out, I'm doing... I need to do the Risk of Rain episode. Like... after I've had a look, and like a sit down and all this other stuff first. Because this is like a little bit much. Okay, a key. It's a little late for the key to be very helpful for us, sadly. Okay, let's go ahead and just get this Void Reaver kind of dealt with. I'd rather not have to deal with dodging around his purple nonsense for the better part of a few minutes. No extra kills from that, sadly. Open this up. So one of the things that I've noticed is that after recording everything else I did today, I am kind of exhausted. Oh, jeez. I'm kind of exhausted, and so as a result... like, my commentary is maybe not all that great. So I kind of have to think about that for a second. I'm also beginning to wonder if maybe it was a bad idea to not keep the rocket launcher, because my attack speed feels so weak now that I don't have it. Okay, that's like way too expensive to buy, and also not good enough to buy. Okay, stun grenade is just kind of like here, neither here nor there. It's a big whatever out of me. 2,500. That's half the money we had gone to get a Kyaro's Band, the first one of the game. Oh shit. Can we kill this thing? I actually don't even know, man. Wandering Vagrants are so unbelievably tanky that this could take every single dollar we have left in our account and still be more than enough to just, like, tank it. Look at this. We have 52 bleed on this dude. He's not even close to dying. Never mind. He did die. Okay, cool. Him dying is actually a really good sign that our run is in a stupidly good spot. Okay, 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 okay. Another fuel cell. And finally some fresh meat. Okay, run's in a very weird spot now. Because, like, I would love to continue this. I could probably loop with this a couple of times if this keeps up. We can take a wandering, like, one of the scavengers. It's huge, but you know, huge is not the point. The point is that this is a long episode, so I'm kind of if not taken aback, I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's melancholy. You know, I got this situation where I'd like to just, like, really zen out and enjoy the game on the terms of being overpowered. That's not how this game works right now. This game is currently working off of the idea that I make a series out of it. So let's go ahead and just do well on this boss fight, shall we? Maybe go after this Void Reaver. And then if the AoE kills a couple of magma worms, that'd be solid. It got rid of 2. It got rid of 2. That was nice and fast. Okay. Zip, zop. Another Rose Buckler. Perfect. Now, we have like a million places where we're just getting HP, which is like insanely good. I just realized that Corpse Bloom means that all we have to do is run through the Death Plant patch. And like we got enough HP regen to keep us going for a while. Yeah, like, our HP pool must be huge right now. Because what Corpse Bloom does is it gives you, like, a little HP pool that your regen kind of comes from for a little bit. And everybody healing you have goes into that pool. As it stands right now, our pool must be large enough at the moment that, like, we are largely consistently always healing for the maximum amount that Corpse Bloom is allowing us to heal for. Which is probably not as much as we'd like it to, but, you know, it'll work. Cool. And we obliterated our first run with Huntress, and look how far we've made it, huh? It's really cool to end up with a run that ends up this strong, where you're like, man, I could make this work for a little while longer. And Huntress is probably the easiest character for me to make that happen with. So I'm glad at least I got to show that off. We had a really rough start, but the headdress pickup was more than adequate to kind of keep things rolling. Wow, we are still kicking butt in terms of HP healing, huh? Like, the run itself was super, super good, and it was largely because we picked up the one legendary item we did, and we played it as common, as cool as we could. As soon as we picked up the ukulele and the missile and the brilliant behemoth in level 4, game really took it to the next level. The Lensmaker's glasses obviously helped, but then from there on in, like, this was a loopable run. Like, we were kicking it. Thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, sure, let me know. I'll see you folks in the next one. Make sure to leave any comments below, and if you want any like requests for different characters, let me like slap those down there too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye.